Okay, hi and welcome. It's been a while. I'm Lauren, for those of you who don't know me, and we are back in Hawaii, and this time we live here. Haven't done a video since we moved away from Florida, and I didn't record a lot of our moving. We still own our business in Florida, and my husband goes back and forth a little bit, but I wanted to make a video today a little bit more about what I'm personally going through right now. And I've been reading a lot online, and I guess some people are talking about this awakening that is happening for women right now. And that what I'm trying to do is rediscover my voice and who I am. And recently, this past year, I had a bit of a I guess it was over a year ago now. I had a falling out with my mom a couple years ago, and it ended where she didn't want to see me again. And then, we started texting a little bit here and there, and we ended up going to therapy. And all that aside, what happened to me when my mom, in my mind, abandoned me again was that something in me broke. And I realized that I had been living my whole life to make her happy, or to make anyone happy, to make everyone around me happy. But I really hadn't taken a lot of time to think about and act on what made me happy. I thought about it a lot, and I was resentful about it a lot. But instead of acting on it, I didn't act. And I'm basically at this point where I want to be me. I want to be free to be me. And that's not always easy sometimes when I've been somebody else. And I'm starting to discover that for me, it's somewhat dishonest to not live my life the way I want to live it. And if I have this one precious life, or at least this karmic revolution, then I feel like the lessons that I'm learning now are to rise up, do the work that I need to do, and grow and change into the person that I really want to be. So that's why I'm back on YouTube. That's why I want to start adding some of these videos to my YouTube channel in the hopes that it reaches people and will help them. So a little bit more specifically, what has happened for me. After we moved to Hawaii, we've been here for about 3.5 months. A few weeks ago, I ended my 35-day juice cleanse. And I also have been following medical medium for a long time, but I have a lot of extra weight that I have not lost. And some of that's due to stress. And I wanted to do this juice cleanse, partly to lose the weight, but also because I just wanted to reset my body. I wanted to reset how I was eating, but I only made it I made it a long time. I made it 35 days. It's a long time. And then I read in one of the medical medium books that anything longer than 3 days isn't good. I remembered it, and I couldn't remember where I saw it. And then I remembered, okay, go look in Cleanse to Heal. And I saw, okay, anything longer than 3 days adrenalizes your body and actually does more damage down the road. So I'm not knocking juice cleanses. I think they're miraculous and they really help people. And I want to just say, I was a member of I still am technically a member of Raw Vegan Heroes, and I love Shane Sterling and all that group. I think it's amazing, and they were so supportive. And but for me, I just want to probably take a little gentler path. Okay, as I was saying, I'm a big fan of the Raw Vegan Heroes and all people who've gone raw and eaten that way and have been able to heal. And ultimately, I really do want to spend a good amount of time eating raw and healing my body, because basically I have people ask me pretty frequently, a few times a month or a few times out of the year, if I'm pregnant. And I had my last baby 3 years ago. So the answer is no. And I think, the response that I generally get is oh, you're so thin everywhere else, but you have, I have this roundedness and bloating and extra tissue and fat on my stomach area. And some of that is just, I had really big babies and the skin is stretched out, but a lot of it is excess fat and just a liver that, can't process all of that. Basically like to joke, I grew up on Hot Pockets. So yeah, there's a lot of damage to reverse, and I know it's not going to happen overnight. And I did watch a live stream of Shane Sterling's where he was talking about, someone was asking about loose skin, and he basically said that over time, if you eat a raw diet, that it does heal to a great extent. So I'm hopeful for that, but I know that that's all aesthetics, but really, like, the main thing that has come over this last year for me is just this message of healing and of reclaiming my integrity and my sovereignty and like who I am as a woman and like what I want, and to stop living for other people, and that if I don't live for myself, nobody else is going to. So it's really up to me. So I did sign up for a Sacred Woman workshop, 7-week, in order to, sorry, my 3-year-old keeps coming in and asking for rice cakes. But I did sign up for a workshop, 7-week course. 6 weeks is online, and one of the weeks will be an actual retreat, in-person retreat in Costa Rica. I can't wait. It means I need to get my passport updated. But the whole point of what I'm saying is that not only have I been living my life for the approval of someone whose approval I don't even need anymore, but also I've been living this narrative of, and I don't want to ruffle any feathers here, but this narrative for me that I have followed of this like Disney princess being saved kind of thing, where in relationship my role and my job is to fulfill the happiness of my partner, and that's not his fault. I'm not blaming that on a man or on him. That's the message I picked up somewhere along the way, and in so doing I denied myself pleasure, the pursuit of my dreams, no matter how small or big, and just accumulated boatloads of fear about being myself in front of anyone. I mean, I struggle with friendships, even female friendships, because I always have this idea that, yes, you like me today, but what happens if you decide you don't like me tomorrow? Just this incessant fear, this deep fear of unlovability. And I really want to find a way to get back to loving myself no matter what, and opening myself to other people, and learning to open myself to myself. So anyway, if you want to find that workshop, or at least find that lady on Instagram, her name is Sophia Sundari, and I just happened across her page. And so anyway, I say all of that to just say that I'm hoping that I'm going to do a lot of healing, both physically, emotionally, and spiritually. And definitely need to heal that root chakra. You know what I'm talking about. So I'll keep you updated, hopefully. Thanks for listening. Okay, bye.